All right, everyone, I want to show you what I believe is the best tool that you're probably not using, or maybe you just haven't been using it to the fullest capacity, which is Lovable.ai. And no, it is not a dating app. Believe it or not, this is not to be confused with OkCupid or Tinder. This is an app that basically will allow you to more or less fire your full stack developer that's draining your budget and not doing a good job. Now, if your full stack developer is doing a great job with designing websites and doing backend functionality, then don't fire them. Train them to be a prompt engineer and increase their output. That's a better use of what you could do with a tool like this. This thing will allow you to create full funnels, websites with custom functions, and pretty much anything you could imagine in your mind, you can create with this tool. And you can do it just by more or less yelling at it, right? I spend about 15 to 20 hours just the last 2 days, but prompting Lovable.ai to build things exactly how I want to build them. And just to show you how powerful this is, let's hop into my computer. So I've got an account already, John's Lovable here, as you can see. So let's just tell it what we want. Make me a prelander that let's pretend that the offer that we're advertising for is auto insurance. Make me a one-page long-form advertorial prelander that I can use to generate auto insurance leads. Create a catchy headline that about how consumers are saving hundreds every year with this little hack that most people don't know about. The page will then have 5 sections explaining the benefits of this little hack, and we'll have a link out to another website that we'll build. So this is going to be our advertorial or a pre-sale page. Voila. I'm just going to put my hands back, stretch, well, it does all the hard work. It's probably not going to come out perfect, but it could come out really good. Wholly possible. And I've seen it happen. I've only been playing with this for like 2 days. And I'm going to show you give you some ideas of what you can and will do when things don't come out exactly how you want. A lot of times I'm basically just going back and forth between this prompt. And the only thing is you're paying on, it's kind of like a subscription credit-based model. So it's, I think I spent like $100, $200, got like, I don't know, a couple hundred credits. And I've just been asking whatever I want. The thing is, I think when you ask anything, it issues a credit unless it only charges you credits when you actually perform a function like a build like this. Like this is probably going to cost me X amount of credits to do this. So one, I hit roadblocks. What I actually do is not only will I screenshot what I see here, if Lovable.ai can't give me the outcome I want right away, I will then go over to our friend ChatGPT. I will drop the screenshot here and I will write out how we solve this thing with Lovable.ai and then explain here, whatever the problem is, right? So this will give me basically like instructions, which I just copy and I paste back into Lovable. I don't know if there's the best way to do it. I'm just telling you how I've been doing it, and it's been awesome. It's been working great. For example, we built several funnels for like motor vehicle accident, for example, and we built them in custom ways where we'll have like delayed postbacks, meaning if the person's going through a 7 or 8 step flow in a survey, we will actually, oh, here you go. Look, this is gangster. So obviously like very, not bad, like not bad at all. Would I run this? Probably not. I definitely want to make tweaks, but let's say we want to do some kind of design tweak. Clean it up a bit. Let's make it look more in style like it's a Fox or CNN News article by design. watch this. Now it's going to spit back probably like a white background, just a simple black headline or red headline, maybe a blue header. I guarantee this is what's going to happen, right? Well, like I was saying, for example, we built out a 7 or 8 step funnel for motor vehicle accidents, which is a big offer within the legal vertical, because that's an evergreen thing. People get in car accidents every day and need attorneys to help them get maximum compensation. And what we've been doing with this is, for example, if they take too long and answer a question, we still pass the data, or if they leave the funnel and they don't complete it, we'll still capture that data. All sorts of customizations that you could definitely do if you're building on JavaScript, HTML, just raw, it's developer friendly as it comes, back-end, front-end developer friendly, but it's like next level because we could do it 1,000 times faster. We don't need to go back and forth with some developer we hire overseas, and it's a lot cheaper too. It's faster and it's cheaper once you understand the prompting, which is, I believe, we're all going to be prompt engineers in the next few years. That's going to be our main job, or we're going to have some type of bot or AI that we prompt to then be the prompt engineer for tools like this, right? In some way, shape, or form. That's my prediction. Okay, so let's see what happened. I literally just told it. I could have given it screenshot examples if I wanted like a specific type of design. Look at that. Cool. Anything you can imagine, like, let's make some changes. Include a picture at the top above the headline, or let's do below the headline. Below the headline, where it's a news anchor that looks eerily similar to a major news network in design, and there's a headline below them in black letter blocks that says something about the author. Boom. That's going to probably, I'm guessing it's going to generate a image below the headline. I think it usually goes below the headline or above. I don't read the news enough. I can't remember. But if it doesn't look the way we want it to, I'm literally just going to tell it what to do next, right? So let's just take a peek down. Not bad. I mean, without even like reading it, just from a visual perspective, this is pretty darn good. Like, we'd build something probably a little bit sharper than this, but I mean, sure. For taking 2 to 3 minutes just to tell it what to do, this is super impressive. And there are other competitors out there. There's just a one that we've started with. I don't know if it's the cheapest. I don't know if it's technically the best, but it really does an awesome job. I think these guys are actually out of Sweden. My buddy's met them before, and he's Swedish. He's friends with everyone. So let's refresh it. Let's see how our news anchor image broadcast section. It didn't give me. Oh, there we go. Maybe here it's coming. If not, we're just gonna prompt it. This is what happens sometimes, right? Where is the image of the news person? Maybe it'll say they can't generate it or something like that. Let's see. Quick refresh, and here we are. I think it still didn't give us exactly what we wanted. Let's go to Google and find my prompt in Google. Image of news anchor, CNN or Fox News. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. They both are terrible. Something like this. Boom. Alert. I love the urgency of this image, like just the colors and everything. It's ridiculous. Okay, here's an example of what I mean. Boom. There we go. But we could just prompt it. It looks like they actually took the exact image. That's funny. Okay, so move the image up so it's clearly displayed and does not have the headline over it. And what you could also do, like what I was saying, let's say I screenshot this. I go to ChatGPT I'm building this advertorial in Lovable.ai, and I want to prompt Lovable.ai to properly display the image below the main headline and sub-headline. What do you recommend I copy and paste to it? Literally just tell me exactly what to say. Boom. I'll go back. And voila, let's see what happens. Okay, we need to move this, which is overlaying on top of the image. Okay, so it's still working. Let's see what loads. Give it a sec. Now let's try it again. Boom, there we go. So obviously we need to go to cnn.com, click on any of these, see how this looks. Okay, and then it gets, it's not bad. Oh, that's wild. Probably get rid of the sub headline, maybe put underneath the image. But you get the idea. Like, you want to just kind of play around with it to prompt it to do exactly what you want to do. And a lot of this stuff is not rocket science. It's just knowing what you want and being specific about how to do it. Sometimes you have to be hyper specific and understand margins and frames and like more technical language, but you can always just ask ChatGPT, how would you describe exactly what I'm trying to do? You could probably screenshot this, draw little circles and X's and stuff, and explain that as reference points to ChatGPT or directly back to Lovable.ai. And you could figure out the prompting and the language you need to be using to create the outcome you want. Like, this is super cool, guys. Like, this is going to open up opportunities for you to create customized functions, flows, and experiences that were too much effort, too much time, too much money, too much of a pain in the ass to create before, because you had to do it through a human. And a lot of times developers are not the easiest to work with, and you could do it faster and cheaper. Like, this is huge. So let's take this one step further. Let's turn this into an actual offer, right? Or a funnel, a true funnel. Let's create a 3-step survey that links out from here. Within the article, have a big call to action button at least 3 times throughout, saying claim your savings now. This will then link to a marketing funnel survey with a simple headline, sub-headline, and then questions for the first page. The button below this on page 1 will say claim now, claim discount now. The headline will say something about everyday Americans are getting back, whatever, let's just make something about $500 per month on auto insurance. Make it better than this. And then sub headline will say, click below, claim your savings now. And then the button, next page, what's your first name? Next page, what's your last name? Next page, what's your email? Next page, what's your phone number? We'll do that last. Next page, how much do you pay per month? on auto insurance, have it be a slider function that goes from $0 to $1,000 with the dot that you drag, just describe it, and the dollar amount will update as you move it. Next page. When did you purchase your last vehicle? Have date function here. Super cool. Like this would, you have to script all this before. Next page. Drop down asking for make, and second drop down asking for model with T compliant TCP. Let's go like really take this to the next level. Language with a checkbox, unchecked but required. Boom. Let's see what happens. All right, so we've got our survey funnel built. I know I paused it, but that maybe took 5 minutes max. Pretty amazing. Now, claim your savings now, claim your savings now, right? Call to actions throughout. This is going to take us to our survey, which I could tell it to design it differently if I wanted to, but let's just roll with it, right? Okay, first name, John. So, wow, I didn't even tell it to do that. That's cool. It like is doing this stuff too, right? Look at this. This is unreal. Like to build this would take, if I didn't know how to build it, which stuff like this, I don't know how to script, I'd have to figure out how to script it. And when I scripted it, I'd have to figure out how to size it properly. And then after that, I would probably have something else broken with it and it wouldn't work right. Or the slider wouldn't work, or it wouldn't look right on certain devices or whatever, right? Look at this. This is freaking unreal. And I didn't even tell it what car brands. It's picking like the bigger market. It looks like not like luxury cars. Okay. I guess it's, there you go. So we need, there you go. There's a good example of prompting vehicle models. I'd probably just say, hey, chat GPT, tell me all models of Volvos. And then I would feed this back to it, or I could even just try Lovable first. Right? Maybe say, give me this in a list to copy and paste to Lovable.ai. Okay. There you go. Probably need to change this language a bit, but still, and boom. Oh, I forgot that. There you go. So it was like a little pop-up thank you. But this is unreal. Like this is absolutely incredible. And then to take this one step further, I'm not going to make the video about this because this is probably long enough for you to just take what I'm showing you and get your hands dirty. That's what I recommend. Don't just shell this off to an employee or a team member. Jump into this yourself so you can understand not just the general functionality, but also the power of it. This is unreal. Okay. Now, if I go to N8N, which is basically like what Zapier was to me, but way less expensive, this allows us to create what's called a trigger as a webhook. So this will be webhook. This will be where we actually get our data. So I would basically just take this address right here, production, or if we want to do test, I go back here and say, send all of the data you capture to this webhook. And this is where it gets really fun, especially if you already kind of do this, if you're in the lead gen space. I mean, look, like even if you're in e-com, it doesn't matter. Like all this still applies. This tool, absolutely, you can build this for talking about some magical waterproof headphones you sell, or some cooling mattress and pad, or some crazy supplement. You can build your advertorial and then have a survey, or you could even build your product page if you wanted to, just by telling it what to do. This is unreal. You could probably get rid of, like if you use one of these builders like Funnelish or something, which are pretty badass, you could probably just customize the whole thing within here and not need to use Funnelish if you chose not to, right? You can even integrate your payment processor and everything. Okay, so now let's do this one more time. So let's publish, just to make sure it saves. And once that finishes, this is the last part. I'm going to show you this. Let's do it this way. Boom. Let's open it up. That looks sick. Hey, new developer. We'll just make it mobile. Most traffic's to be mobile. Watch this. So we're going to tell this to listen and wait to get this information. Okay. Casto. $1,000 a month. When we purchased the car, we just bought it. It's a BMW other. And then 555, boom. And there you go. And it should, okay. Maybe I need like a thank you page or something, but what would generally happen? I need to go back and play with this, right? Like I'm literally doing this live on this recording. It will populate the information here. And then with this tool, which I'll show you in another video, we can basically do whatever we want. I could send this to Telegram. I could probably send this to Slack as a notification. I can send it to my CRM, right? If I wanted to like store the contact, maybe I want to create, I don't know, like there's a gazillion things you can do with this, right? Like look at all these apps. You could book a calendar appointment with this data. You could, I don't know, populate something in Discord, send a notification, create the options are limitless. That's the scary, cool part about this whole thing. And I'm not an expert with this. Like I'm literally just a guy that does paid advertising. I'm not a full stack developer. I understand how this stuff functions at a higher level, but I am not the guy scripting things, right? But now I'm the guy that's behind the tool that scripts things for me and gets us 95% of the way there until you really need to problem solve like crazy and or bring in a true prompt engineer, that someone that is a full stack developer that understands it. So my goal with this video is just to share with you something that's new to me. These guys have been using this for a while. I'm behind the curve, but like this is badass. I'm super confident it's going to change the game for performance marketers, for digital marketers as a whole, for anyone that runs paid advertising that has to measure every minute detail of the funnel, the experience, and how to optimize conversion rate optimization at a high level. So check this out. I'll link back to it. I'll see if they'll hook us up with like some free credits for you guys with an affiliate link from me. I'm a big fan of this. I'm going to test some competitors too, but yeah, this thing is badass. We'll talk about the N8N stuff and automation flows, what you can do with it after in the next video. See you next week.